Welcome in to Bountiful High School for KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. A Region 5 battle and a rivalry as the Bountiful Redhawks welcome in the Viewmont Vikings. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart, excited for what should be a great contest here tonight. We'll start by introducing the visiting Viewmont Vikings. They come in 10-8 overall, 6-2 in region play, coming off a disappointing loss to the Roy Royals. Coach Travis Frey in his second year, he's got a lot of balance to this offense. Dresden Jensen, the senior, has an opportunity to play the next level, football/basketball. We'll find out this week. He averages 19 and 5, does the 6'4" guard/forward for Viewmont. And then Cash Tuia, a senior, averaging 19 per game. Morgan, Williamson, Toby, there's a lot of balance behind that duo where any given night these players can step up, make big plays for the Vikings. They're going to have to do that tonight because this Bountiful group, second year for Coach Gus Sapenya, they come in 13-4, 7-1 in region play, and they've got some dynamic shooters. Bryson Heath averages 16, Charlie Smith and Lincoln Smith each averaging 14. That trio, each shooting better than 35% from long range. It's a group that loves to shoot the outside shot. They are very well at it. They can also work it inside. They get out on the run. Up and down is the tempo they love to play. We'll see if they can get into that tonight. It may have to be a scoring fest if Viewmont wants to get a win, or can their defense slow up Bountiful enough? We're about to find out. Bountiful in their home whites, Viewmont in the road maroon, as we are ready for this Region 5 rivalry here from Bountiful High School. Mentioned these are the top two teams in Region 5 coming into tonight. And just one game separates them. A win for Viewmont tonight would tie them with their rivals atop Region 5. Tip controlled by the Redhawks. Want to remind you the clock you see on your screen unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late, as we try to keep it true with the official clock here in the gym. An early floater up and good for Bryson Heath. And it's the Redhawks taking the early 2-0 lead. First possession here for the Vikings. This is Lucas Toner. High post here, Henderson from the three-point line, looking around, surveying. Toner on the drive, and that deflected. Good hands there by Howe, kept here by the Vikings. This is Dres Jensen. Good defense there by Smith. We'll call him Charlie as the game progresses, not confuse him with Lincoln. Oh, Charlie nearly with the steal. Dres with a floater in the lane. Shot clock was down to 2, wouldn't go. Offensive board stays here. 3 on the way from Jepson. No. And the rebound brought down there by Emerson Geilman, a multi-sport athlete for Bountiful. Starting quarterback on the state championship team and future BYU Cougar. That shot up won't go. Rebounded by Jensen. Should say offered by BYU. Emerson is, and I have a feeling he'll, that's a mighty temple offer. Don't know if he's fully committed publicly there yet or not, but either way, he excels at both sports. That shot won't go from Henderson, kept here by Viewmont. Toner coming near side. Intense defensive pressure put on here by Howe. Excuse me, that was by Heath. And the foul called on Bountiful as Viewmont does a good job of working that near the rim. Heath called for his first personal. And it will be Jensen here heading to the free throw line. Dres up and good on the first, has one more. Saw Dres in the Utah Top 50 this fall. Also saw him on the gridiron. Standout receiver for Coach Drew Jones, who's in the house tonight, as Jensen ties it up at 2 apiece here in the early going. Here's Charlie Smith. Backdoor cut, Lincoln looking inside, gets it in with Geilman, and Emerson with the bucket at the rim. Great ball movement there. To get it to the top of the lane, and then the nice dump off for Emerson in the finish. Here's Carson Tovey. Tried to feed that through the lane to Jepson. Not a very big window for that pass up the other way. Howe giving to Geilman. Little hesitation. Geilman with a sweet finish. 6-2 the start here for the home Redhawks. Open three on the way from Toner is good. Statistically, this Bountiful team shoots the three a little bit better than Viewmont. But boy, if they can get those kind of looks and finishes from long range, that'll be good for the Vikings' chances tonight. This left to Heath right at the rim, and Bountiful getting looks inside here early. And Coach Sepena's got to be a fan of that. Toner kicks into the corner. This three on the way. That won't go. Rebounded by Geilman. Heath pushing ahead. Heath being forced baseline. He'll send it out. Extra pass into the corner. Howe. He'll drive. That blocked away. What a play by Tovey. Drez on the drive, handed off, kicked out. Open three, no. Tried to drive, and that one, we've got a foul. Didn't know if that was going to be a foul or return. They do call the foul there on Geilman. That'll be the first on Emerson. Second team foul on the Redhawks as we have hit a midway point here in this opening quarter. Viewmont to inbound. Tovey out of the corner, that three, no. Viewmont's got some open looks, haven't been able to hit them. Up the floor, Crane, left-handed finish, up and good. We said that this Bountiful team, they love to get out on the run. Drez straight away, that rimmed out. Here's Crane again. He'll send it in the corner. Smith dribbling out and, yep, offensive foul. Boy, the officials, they really held that one long. All of us were on the edge of our seat waiting for that call. Had a feel it was going to go that way, and I thought it was the right call. Bountiful in a little zone here. This three, no. Boy, a couple of those just rimming out. These road rims betraying the Vikings, just as Bountiful would like. Lincoln Smith trying to get around the defense of Drez in the corner. Heath, he'll try the three. That shot just a touch strong, tapped back out to Bryson. Geilman in the paint, trying to wrap around, won't go. Heath on the offensive board is fouled. And Bryson Heath here to the free throw line as this foul called on Jepson. First personal on Jacob Jepson, the first team foul on the Vikings. 2 free throws here for Heath. First matchup between these two teams, it was a battle through 3 before Bountiful eventually pulled away. As Heath good on the first, he's got 5 here in this opening frame, 1 more to come. Two for 2. Up the other way quickly here with the Vikings. Paint open. Jensen. In the corner. An open look, that won't go. Tapped and kept here, and he nearly had the steal. On the drive, Morgan sends up top. Hanging and scoring. Nice touch there by Toner. A needed bucket for the Vikings. 5 early points for Lucas Toner. Here's Smith. That three won't go. Offensive board finds its way to Heath. Able to put it back up and score it for Bountiful. 1:35 left to go here, opening quarter. My apologies. Our clock a little bit behind. We're trying to just let that kind of catch up. All these football players, they're keeping our score aligned to football scores. 14-7 here for Bountiful. On the drive, Drez, boy, what a finish. That's one you need to go back and watch. Just the athleticism of Drez Jensen navigating that defense inside. Skillful play. Here's Cole Hewlett. Smith on the drive, kicking out. Inside, a minute to go. A little bump there. Nice movement without the ball. Kick to the corner. Three on the way, no. And Viewmont trying to run out as the Viewmont students chanting. Drez to the rim, just a touch strong. He thought there was contact, no call. Heath up the other end. Gives over to Lincoln. Smith now sending into the other corner. This three, no. Both teams cooling off from long range here. In fact, only one three's been made tonight, and it was by Toner for Viewmont. Shot clock turned off here for these final 20 seconds. Toner gives the clock a look. 10 to play. Morgan works over. That three won't go. Rebounded by Lincoln Smith. Up the floor. Heath gives a look and a foul called at the horn. Toner thought he got a lot of basketball, but the official was right there to call the foul, and it will be 3 free throws coming up here for Bountiful. Oh no, they're going to put time on the clock here, so there will be 0.6 on the clock here, as Bryson Heath will step to the line here to shoot three. So 3 free throws here for Bryson, that one good. Bryson's had a very strong first quarter. You talk about leads them in scoring, 16 a game. As that one rimmed out for Heath. He's got one more coming up here. Sitting unofficially at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points. Math. That's Idaho education for you, working. As Heath goes 2 for 3. Viewmont will get one chance here. No time for a dribble. And that'll do it. First quarter in the books. 10 points from Bryson Heath has Bountiful with a 16-9 lead over their rival at the end of one. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates on KSLSports.com. Start of our second quarter, Viewmont basketball. 16-9, Bountiful in the lead. Viewmont with the ball. Toner had 5 in that first quarter. Dresden had 4. The only Viking scores, and they turn it over. Here's Heath pushing it up with Crane. Hewlett settling it down here for the Redhawks. And that one turned over. Back to Viewmont it goes. Bromley across the timeline, trapped. Oh, good take, but that came off the front of the rim and a foul called here. Jordan Jones being quite aggressive. Love the drive there. Is Charlie Smith going to be called for his first personal? And it will be 2 free throws coming up here for the senior Jordan Jones. Sounds good on the first. A lot of teams rooting for Viewmont tonight, including Woods Cross. That's the lone loss for Bountiful. They were stunned last week at the hands of their other rival. And Viewmont gets a win here, and they could be tied, and Woods Cross could be a game out from that region lead. Bountiful trying to take care of business tonight and maintain that lead. That one, the right spot at the right time for Hewlett. And a foul here up top going to be called on the Vikings. This will go on Bromley. First personal on Tyson. Tough pass, and his last touch was Viewmont. Viewmont bench tried to convince their way. Little pump fake, Lincoln on the drive, couldn't get it to go. Viewmont now pushing ahead. Bromley, other end. Morgan on the drive, that deflected out, will stay here. Substitution for Bountiful. Sake Willis checking in here. Straightaway three, no. A little back door, Hewlett handing off, but couldn't connect with Heath. This ball pinballing around, and we've got dual possession. The arrow will leave it here with Bountiful. Crane here to trigger in. A little delay here at the table. I think we got that all settled down. Hewlett works over. Crane. Shot clock down to 8. Running out of time. That deflected last touch by Bountiful. Good defense by Viewmont on that possession. Viewmont has slowed down this Bountiful scoring offense enough. They just haven't been able to capitalize on the offensive end. See if they can turn the tides on this possession. Kicked out. Here's Jones. Working the paint, sends back out. A drive here by Morgan, and fouled here along the baseline. This will be the second team foul on Bountiful. This is the second personal on Charlie Smith. Substitution, Luke Smith going to come back on the floor, or check in for Bountiful, I think for the first time tonight. 3 Smiths on this Bountiful roster. Here's Bromley into the double team. Looking for help, trying to feed Morgan inside. Got his man in the air. Tough reverse, too strong. And yeah, we'll get the tie up there. Arrow will leave it with Viewmont. Tell you, Coach Cepena was talking with him today. He said, we're trying to focus on our defensive end. Our defense has been pretty good tonight. Been quick. See, even there, they get a deflection, and yeah, foul going to be called here on Willis. But the effort's there. They are really trying to not concede anything easy to Viewmont. The contest has been strong all night. Bromley. Goes with Williamson. Works out, 3 on the way, that one good. 1 possession ball game after Lloyd Williamson knocks down the 3. Talk about statistically as a team, Bountiful shoots it a little bit better as a team, but boy, Viewmont does have guys that can hit that shot and have hit it this year. Williamson's been one of them. Shot clock down to 12 here for Bountiful. Here's Crane. Over to Heath. Had 10 in the first quarter, not scored here in the second. Tough shot, and a foul going to be called here on the floor. It's before the shot. It'll be the second team foul on Viewmont and the second personal on Tyson Bromley. Off the inbound. Howe. Yeah. Into Heath, but again, a foul before the ball got there. 2 quick fouls here on Viewmont. This one's going to be called on Jones. That'll be the first on the senior guard. So each team now with just 1 more foul to give. Trying to work in for Howe. Drez there defensively is a good wrestling match. We'll go to the arrow again. It'll stay Bountiful basketball. And Bountiful going to take a timeout here. Timeout, Bountiful. 16-13, the Vikings with a surge here in the second quarter. The timeout. See what Bountiful tries to do here. Redhawks have not scored in this second quarter. Looked a little out of sort as this drive by Willis. Trying to get a shot off, but that's off the mark. Rebounded. Here's Heath. He'll try the 3. That is short and could not keep it in play. Viewmont basketball with a chance here to tie it up. Out of the corner, Williamson sends it up. Drez. Bromley. Viewmont said they want to try to make Bountiful defend. You see them extend possession. Drez pulls up. Soft little touch off the back of the rim for Jensen. And it's a 1-point ball game. Jensen now with 6 to lead the Vikings. Here's Heath. He'll drive on Jones, hanging and scoring. Bryson Heath with the drive, absorbing the contact, and he's got a chance here for a 3-point play as Bromley called for his 3rd personal. As Toner coming to the table, as will Jepson to check in here for Viewmont. Meanwhile, Geilman back on the floor, as is Lincoln Smith for Bountiful. It's the first point for Viewmont or for Bountiful in the second quarter. And that free throw rimmed out. Tapped out, Geilman had it, but he slid. So it will be Viewmont ball. Able to handle this pressure, open look from the corner. Tied up on the triple from Lloyd Williamson, his 2nd tonight. Other end, Geilman waiting, but too strong. Viewmont on the run. Here comes Jensen. Williamson again. No. Lincoln Smith down the lane, left-handed finish, comes off the front of the rim. Geilman is there, and that wouldn't go down. Geilman here will head to the free throw line after the foul, as Toner called for his first. One of the things that you watch Emerson Geilman, be it football, basketball, that kid just plays with a heck of an energy. Love his physicality, and he's just a gritty kid who's willing to do whatever his team needs. Just talking with Coach Freck, the Bountiful High School football coach. Before the game, we were talking about Geilman and what a unique, special player he is. You see, even since coming on just a minute or two ago, he's had 2 or 3 of those blue-collar type plays to keep things going for Bountiful as he splits his trip at the line 1 for 2. It's a 1-point lead. Jensen trying to take the lead for Viewmont, and he does. Drez Jensen for 3, and a timeout taken by Viewmont as they have their first lead of the night, 21-19. Bountiful basketball. Boy, and the energy in this building feels like it's flipped a little bit. See what Bountiful tries to do here to get some momentum back. Geilman works into the corner. Quick ball movement, but Viewmont able to recover defensively. Heath on the drive, had it taken away. Jepson on the run. Down the lane, up and scored, count the bucket and a foul. Adam Henderson with his first bucket of the night. And he'll have a chance to head to the free throw line. Trying to make sure I get that foul right. I think they might have called it on Howe. No, they call it on Geilman? Yeah. Second on Emerson. Henderson couldn't make the free throw, but an offensive board for Viewmont. Toner handing off tonight inside, and then a loose ball foul going to be called here on Viewmont. And we're going to walk down as that was Viewmont's over the limit. So head down and free throws the rest of this first half for both sides. So it will be Charlie Smith to the free throw line. You know what? I'm gonna take a step of good faith. Charlie, a 90% free throw shooter. So this is a kid, if you're Bountiful, you don't mind stepping up. See, confidence. He's got it, I got it. I got confidence in you, Charlie. We're breaking the curse tonight. Curses end tonight. Charlie making them both. I've been the worst luck charm for every free throw shooter in the state this year, but I got faith in Charlie. I have that as his first points tonight. Crazy. Just 14, and his first 2 coming inside 2 to play here in the half. There's a good drive there by Drez. Fouled. And this is going to go on Lincoln Smith. So it'll be Jensen now heading to the free throw line with a chance to shoot 2. One more coming up here for Jensen is Bentley Moore, the junior, checks in here for Bountiful. Drez missed them both, but another offensive rebound on a missed free throw, this time by Henderson. Viewmont's done that the last couple times they've missed at the line. Here's a corner 3. Tovey for 3. 5-point lead for the visitors. That finds its way to Heath. Bryson looking up top. Here's Howe. 3 on the way. No, just rimmed out, tapped over to Toner. Jensen inside, a minute to go here in the half. Baseline. Oh, Toner wanted that three. Boy, he hit the floor hard. Bountiful on the run. Up with Davey Howe. Knocked away. What a recovery from Jepson. And then fouled in the backcourt. This foul called on Crane. And it will be Jensen heading back to the free throw line. But how about the defensive play by Jacob Jepson, the senior, racing back to deny Howe as Jepson hits the first. Unofficially, Drez now in double figures. I've got him with 10 tonight. One more coming up here. Two good-looking free throws there for Jensen. 3-second differential, game clock, shot clock here in this second quarter. Crane trying to work around Drez. That's a tough look. Offensive board won't go. And then a loose ball foul called on Bountiful. It's going to be on Charlie? No, they call this on Crane. That'll be his second. So we'll walk down and more free throws coming up here for Viewmont. That'll be Drez heading back to the free throw line. So two here for Drez. Tell you, he's got a quick free throw. He is, he's all about time efficiency. Kind of catch that single dribble, that shot's up. As he splits the pair there. 8-point lead. Out of the corner. Boy, a big three hit by Bentley Moore. The heave at the horn, just short, and that will do it. But the Vikings using a big third quarter. They'll take a halftime lead, 29-24 over Bountiful. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Welcome back, start of our second quarter, third quarter / second half. My bad. Viewmont basketball and came out shooting. That three just missed off the attempt of Toby. And it will be Bountiful up the other end. Bountiful had a 7-point lead after one, but then went dry in that second quarter. Come out and we got a quick foul call here. This is going to be on Lincoln Smith. That'll be his second cheap one picked up there with the junior. I don't want to say a cheap one, but just one where you might want that one back when it's all said and done. The unofficial scoring leaders at the break. Drez had 12 to lead the way for Viewmont, 6 for Williamson, 5 for Toner. There's another offensive rebound here for Viewmont. That's before the shot. And this foul gonna go on Davey Howe. And that will be, I believe, his first. Scoring leaders for Bountiful, Bryson Heath had 12, 10 of those coming in that opening frame. 5 for Geilman, 3 for Moore, and a pair for Smith and Crane. As Jensen, that shot won't go, and this north end, is that north? Gotta do my math, west end, been tough. Geilman handing over, Heath will try the three, no. Good box out there for Viewmont. As Jepson with another make. The ball worked around, blocked. Heath gathering and scoring for Bountiful. A good defensive effort, just could not capitalize as Heath able to pick up the loose ball. In the corner, quick three, no. Rebound brought down by Charlie Smith. Howe. He'll show some patience here. There's Moore worked up top. Geilman giving to Heath. He'll try a three. Yes. Tied up off the Bryson Heath three. .31 apiece. Drez. On the attack, and a foul called here, I believe, on Geilman. He thought he got a lot of basketball, but he'll be called here for his third. First free throw good. I'd call that a win, wouldn't you? Yep, all right. 32-31 the advantage here for Viewmont. We've got other action going on up here tonight, so that's why we kind of have little side comments, one of two on the trip. Smith works over with Howe. Hewlett looking backdoor for Heath. Great cut by Bryson Heath. Able to get right to the rack and score. His third quarter starting much like his first. A lot of buckets. Three on the way. No. And Howe with the possession for Bountiful. Hand it off. Charlie for three. Timeout Bountiful as that offense starting to regain the momentum it had early tonight. First made three for Charlie Smith, and it's a 4-point Bountiful lead. Timeout. We'll be back. Viewmont basketball out of the timeout. Impressive start to this third quarter for Bountiful. It's been a 12-3 start for the home group in this third. Drez turning around, fouled again. Boy, Drez is working his way to the line regularly tonight. As Bentley Moore called for the personal. And that's already the fourth team foul on Bountiful. Jensen good on the first. Jensen's last 6 points have come from the free throw line tonight, and unofficially 8 of his 15 have come from the line tonight. Our clock, apologies, we're getting that started for you as Heath inside, but you can see the foul coming there. There's a little too much contact there put on by Jepson. 4:06 to go. We're just letting our clock kind of catch up with the game clock here. Our apologies, we're working a new system tonight, and I'd love to use that as an excuse, but let's be honest, it's a Dane problem. Is Heath here to the free throw line. $19 for Bryson. And we're just midway through this third quarter, make it an even 20. That one short. Offensive board by Howe. Giving Viewmont a little bit of their own medicine. They've been great on the offensive glass. Bountiful has been, or Viewmont has been. On time it's Howe keeping a possession here. Here's Moore. Looking for Hewlett. Heath defended by Toner. Lucas staying right with him. Kicked into the corner. Howe will try the three. Davey Howe with the triple for Bountiful pushes it to a 6-point lead. Jepson on the drive. Heath, tried to knock it out off of the opposing team. Instead, his teammate was in the wrong spot. Did get introduced to a few Viewmont cheerleaders. They're having a good laugh. Handed off. Nice play. Worked inside there with Henderson. And the shot clock was winding down. Heath being defended by Tovey, trying to stay right with him. And a foul called here on the reach. And I believe this will go on Drez. Just the first personal on Drez tonight. Second team foul on Viewmont. Oh, what a play. Howe cutting to the rim. No one around him. And an offensive foul. Illegal screen set there by Austin Morgan. And it's back to Bountiful. High post. Hewlett handing off. Open, look for Heath. Oh, just wouldn't go. Everyone was waited on bated breath whether that ball was going to drop or not. There's Crane. Heath trying to drive, and yeah, you see that arm kind of come out that bar. Heath, very crafty job there, drawing attention to it. And it's the second personal on Morgan. Each team now with no more fouls to give here. We're shooting free throws both ways the remainder of this third quarter. Really trying to feed Heath. And there is foul number 5. It'll be Bryson Heath walking to the line here. First free throw here for Bryson. He's been responsible for about half their points throughout the duration of the game. Staying on that pace here. Toner works inside. Henderson. Toner will drive. Trying to attack. Got caught underneath. Morgan nearly picked up his third, will play through. Heath. Into the corner, Howe. Boy, tough pass for Crane. got a shot away, just left it short. He thought about it. Shot clock was reset on the miss, and now we've got an offensive foul away from the basketball. And this is going to go on Bryson. That'll be his second. Bromley and Jones checking back in here for Viewmont. It's just over a minute remaining in the quarter. And yeah, Howe got caught with that hand up high. So Jordan Jones will walk to the free throw line as Howe called for his second here. 8-point lead, largest it's been since the first quarter. Important free throws here for Jordan Jones and the Vikings. As he makes the first, he'll have one more here. Talked about Bountiful getting stunned by Woods Cross last week. It was Viewmont getting stunned by Roy last week. Could have come into this game with each of them with one region loss. But those pesky Royals keeping that one game separation in place as we tip this one off. Heath trying to shake the defense there of Bromley. Won't go. Viewmont with the rebound. They'll have the opportunity for the final. And a foul, offensive. You could see that arm extend out. And it'll be Bountiful basketball. The Viewmont side didn't like it. Certainly, again, a lot of suspense. Everyone just waiting for that call. Very dramatic. 15 seconds left in the frame. Shot clock off. Here's Heath. 10 to play in the third. Kicks out. Smith, he'll try for three. And that hit the upper support. So with 4 seconds left, it's Viewmont basketball. And a timeout taken here by Coach Frey. Timeout, Viewmont. We'll get one final look to close the third quarter after this. Final look here for Viewmont, see where they elect to go. A bucket here would go a long way for the Vikings. Bromley sends back. They'll get a look for three, and they bank it in! Lloyd Williamson with his third three of the night cuts it to a one-possession game as we head to the fourth quarter. 44-41, Bountiful in front on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Little Neil playing in the background as we start this fourth and final quarter of regulation. 44-41, Bountiful with the lead and the possession. Viewmont students and fans trying to cheer on this D after Williamson hitting his third three, but it's Davey Howe finding his way to the rim again. 7 points now for Davey, all of those coming in this second half. Down the lane, good defense by Smith. A follow up and good for the aforementioned Lloyd Williamson, his first 2-point bucket of the night. He's in double figures. Boy, that's a good recognition there by Howe. He knew Bromley kind of took one for the team and tried to attack, and Bromley trying to shake this one off. But it'll be free throws coming up here for Davey Howe. First free throw here for Davey, just short. Jensen checks back in, as does Toner for Viewmont. Meanwhile, Lincoln Smith will check in. Should Howe make this free throw? She does. Jones working over. Tovey sends back up. Oh, kind of lost his footing, tried to save it, and stepped on the line with a balance. And Tovey says, yeah, my bad. Trying to drive inside, and just could not keep his feet. Tried to keep it alive, did a valiant effort, but it's Bountiful basketball. A battle for the top of Region 5 here at Bountiful High School. Heath on the drive, hanging and scoring. 24 unofficially for Bryson Heath. Drez, little step back. And walked with it. Boy, that lane was there. Morgan trying to take advantage as that defense collapsed down. Just sped him up a little bit. A couple defensive stops here for Bountiful. As they've got a 6-point lead, a chance to make it more. Here's Lincoln Smith, works up. Back to Lincoln. And he walked with it. Momentum just carrying him. Dragging that pivot. Turnovers on each end. Drez working inside, up and good for Jensen. Here's Heath. Looking for help. What a cut! And then a foul on the attempt. Hewlett has been very much a facilitator tonight. He's not looked to be real aggressive offensively. I love that. That little cut, Heath able to find it. And it will be Hewlett now stepping up to the free throw line. Oh, rattled out for the junior. Henderson back on here for Viewmont. Goes 1 for 2. 5-point lead. Skylman will come back on here. Drez will take the three. Off the mark, batted around. Charlie with the board, up ahead with Lincoln. Numbers if they hurry, looking for Geilman, and he couldn't handle it. They say it stays here. Wow, I thought Emerson might have been the last to touch. And the official there saying it was off Viewmont, so Bountiful will have it here baseline. And Viewmont able to take it immediately off the inbound. Drez trying to drive, skips across. Three on the way. Timeout Viewmont as it is back to a one-possession game after Tovey hits the triple. 50-48. Don't go anywhere. Viewmont just won't go away. Impressive resolve. from this Viking group. They're trying for the upset, recognizing a chance to walk out of here. Tied for the lead in Region 5. Here's Geilman, he'll try the three, and he hits it. Emerson Geilman with a corner triple for Bountiful. He's in double figures. Toby will try again. No, just short. Rebound to Henderson. Toby trying to sneak through baseline. Open look for Jones. Rimmed out. That tapped over and scored by Toner. Only two good looks from long range for Viewmont. Toner able to cap it off. Past the midway point here in our fourth quarter. Geilman handing off to Lincoln, blocked inside by Henderson. Jensen, looked like he kind of wanted that transition three. Dress gets it back, defended by Geilman. Boy, they are sealing off Drez. 10 on the shot clock. Toner will pull from just inside the line. No. Loose ball. And it is Bountiful basketball. As it was Heath once again with the heady play. That time looking around, trying to find the nearest Viking. Look at Marco Polo. He found him and threw it off to keep the possession for Bountiful. Lincoln. Here's Howe. Open look, Geilman. Another three for Emerson Geilman. A pair of them in this fourth quarter. Pushes it back to a two-possession lead for Bountiful. And Toner lost it going up. Bountiful basketball. And a timeout taken by Bountiful. Step aside, be back. Redhawks will have it. Looking for some late separation here at home. Bountiful ball. This possession could go a long way towards deciding the outcome of the game. Huge moment for both sides. Viewmont needing a stop. Lincoln will dribble out. Geilman. No. And it's kept here by Smith. Big offensive rebound there for the Redhawks as that shot clock resets. Inside, 2 to play. Here's Howe. Trying to drive, taken away. And a foul called here on Heath. Neither team in real foul trouble here. Just the first team foul on Bountiful and only 2 team fouls on Viewmont. So both defenses can elect to be quite aggressive if they want here over the final 140. Looking in for Jensen. Drez inside. Good, easy bucket for their leading scorer. It's a 4-point game. They've really done a good job of sealing Drez in this fourth quarter, but that's great creativity to give him the ball and a quick step there to get to the rim. Zone look here defensively for Viewmont. Here's Heath. A little bit of a matchup zone here. Smith, that's a tough three. Short, batted wide, and Viewmont trying to come up with it. Ball's on the floor, and we're going to get a dual possession. Arrow will give it to Viewmont.
Emerson.
57 seconds left. Viewmont basketball trailing by 4. Bountiful, just one team foul. See how aggressive they are here defensively. Heath really defending Toner. Tovey worked up. Drez straight away for 3. Rimmed out. Offensive board brought down by Henderson. And a foul called on Bountiful. Boy, Coach Cepena did not like that call. The foul called on Smith. That's his 3rd. That's the 2nd team foul on Bountiful. There was a warning given to the bench there. 42 seconds left. Shot clock was reset. Here's Jensen. Gets around Howe. Little step through and a blocking foul called inside on Hewlett. That's the 3rd team foul on the Redhawks, and this time it's free throws. Jensen came up limping there for Viewmont, trying to walk this off as he'll walk to the free throw line here. He'll have 2 and a chance to make it a 1-possession game. First one, no good. Jensen sitting at 19 points. That's his season average coming into tonight. Splits the trip. And a timeout taken as Coach Frey wants to set up the D. 1-possession game with 36 seconds left. Let's reset it. 56-53. 36 seconds to go. 3 team fouls on Bountiful, only 2 on Viewmont. So how quickly does Viewmont foul here? Trailing by the 3. They can be quite aggressive defensively should they choose to. 2 timeouts left for Bountiful. Only 1 timeout left for the Vikings. They're trying to put on that full court press. Hewlett leaking ahead, and it's Charlie Smith with the finish. That's the danger of that trap. Bountiful able to break it. It's back to a 2-possession lead. 20 seconds to go. Viewmont has to hurry. Drez tried to throw it over, and Howe takes it away, and he walked with it. 14 seconds to go, and Bountiful turns it over. Viewmont basketball. Again, 1 timeout left here for the Vikings. The clock does not stop after a made bucket. As Heath really pushing Toner back deep into his backcourt. 11 seconds left, looking for Drez. Drez for 3, no. Loose ball tapped out, and it will stay with the Vikings with 5 seconds left. It'll be Toner to inbound. This 3 hit, and an immediate timeout taken with 1 second left. We'll see if they put a little more time on. I thought it was about 1.8 or so. The timeout given to Viewmont, and 2.5 I think is what I read. I think 2.5 seconds on the clock here. Viewmont will have a chance, but with the foul situation, there's really not a lot they can do. They almost have to steal the inbound, because any foul gives Bountiful a chance to inbound once again. You're going to get a half second to a full second coming off the clock. So we'll see what Viewmont does here. Bountiful, it's been a very different game here tonight, the way that this one is played out. as Bountiful came in shooting 39% from three as a team. But when we look at it, they really have not shot a ton of threes tonight. Viewmont's probably been the more effective team from long range. It's kept them in this game. But all that is aside here, Bountiful really just has to get this in with a little bit of separation. We'll see if they go for the old heave down the floor. Inbound to Heath and fouled immediately. 1.8 on the clock. That's what we talked about. They still have 2 fouls. Well, just 1 foul to give here. So they don't have time, I think, to get them to the line. You still have to really be playing for the steal here. There's the heave. Smith has it, and that'll do it. Bountiful holds off a feisty Viking squad, 58-56.